It looked like a tragic accident, an SUV plummeting off a 100-foot cliff into the Pacific Ocean. A horrifying, stomach-churning drop. A family, gone in an instant. But what if I told you, it wasn't an accident? There were no skid marks. No sign of braking. No hesitation. Jennifer Hart, the woman behind the wheel, was intoxicated, 3 times over the legal limit. But that's not the worst part. The autopsy revealed something chilling. Some of the children had high doses of diphenhydramine in their system. Enough to make them drowsy. Enough to keep them from fighting back. What happened in that car in the final moments before it went airborne? Did the children know what was about to happen? This is not just a story about a crash. It's about something much darker. A story of deception, control, and a facade so perfectly constructed that no one saw what was hiding behind it, until it was too late. The Hart family. Jennifer and Sarah, the picture-perfect mothers. 6 beautiful children. A carefully curated life, broadcast for the world to see. Smiling faces. Heartwarming moments. A family built on love, or so it seemed. But behind closed doors, a different story was unfolding. For years, there were whispers. A quiet distress signal in the form of bruises, hunger, silent glances filled with something unspoken. Neighbors noticed. Teachers noticed. Even child protective services took note. But the system failed. Again. And again. Then, one day, the entire family packed up and left. No warning. No explanation. Just gone. Days later, the SUV was found at the bottom of the cliff. Now, the question remains, was this a desperate escape, or a carefully planned murder-suicide? The Hart family appeared to be everything society wanted to see. 2 devoted mothers. 6 adopted children. A home filled with laughter, love, purpose, at least, that's what social media suggested. Jennifer Hart controlled the narrative, carefully crafting an image of a progressive, affectionate family. Every post was deliberate. Smiling children, handwritten signs about love and unity, road trips filled with adventure. The words painted a picture of unbreakable bond. And then there was Devontae. The boy with the wide-brimmed hat, tearfully embracing a police officer during a protest. A single photograph that went viral overnight. Millions shared it, called it a symbol of hope, of unity, of healing. But photographs don't tell the whole story. Away from the cameras, behind closed doors, something else was happening. There were whispers, strange, unsettling accounts from those who had seen the family up close. Teachers reported that the children often came to school hungry, searching through trash cans for food. Neighbors recalled late-night visits, small, hesitant knocks at their doors, wide-eyed children whispering that they hadn't eaten in days. One neighbor even remembered a child begging for protection, terrified of going back inside. Jennifer always had an answer. She dismissed concerns as misunderstandings, blamed outsiders for misjudging their unique family dynamic. And somehow, she was always convincing. Even when Sarah Hart pleaded guilty to domestic abuse. It happened in 2011. One of the daughters told her teacher that she had been hit. Bruises were visible. The authorities got involved. Sarah admitted to it. She was convicted. And yet, nothing changed. The children remained in the home. CPS remained aware, but never intervened beyond fleeting investigations. There were reports, yes, official documentation of concerns. But no action strong enough to stop what was coming. Jennifer and Sarah's response. Pack up. Move. Start over. Again and again, state after state. Minnesota. Oregon. Washington. Whenever suspicion closed in, they vanished, only to resurface somewhere new, their perfect illusion still intact. But how long can you outrun the truth? And what happens when toxicology reports for some of the children indicated high doses of diphenhydramine. There were no skid marks on the road, no evidence of any attempt to slow down. The SUV, it appears, was driven off the cliff with full intent. This leaves us with a gut-wrenching question: did the children grasp what was unfolding as their lives sped toward an unfathomable end? Were they caught in a moment of fearful compliance, or was there a deeper, darker decision behind it all? Each new detail only multiplies the mysteries surrounding this real crime story. As we follow the clues and revisit every shred of evidence, the true nature of that final road trip remains elusive. Stay with us, because every unanswered question, every alarming search, and every silent face captured on tape may yet reveal a part of the heartbreaking truth behind this unresolved mystery. On March 26, 2018, a grim discovery forced investigators to confront the unthinkable. The SUV, once a vessel of a troubled family's secrets, was found at the base of a jagged California cliff. Twisted metal and shattered glass told a story of a forceful departure from the familiar. Amid the wreckage, bodies lay scattered, and 3 of the children were nowhere to be found, claimed by the relentless pull of the ocean. Every piece of evidence from that fateful day paints a chilling picture. Forensic reports confirm the vehicle hurtled off the cliff at full speed. There was no sign of any mechanical malfunction, nor any evidence of an effort to slow down. This was not a mere accident, it was a deliberate act. A decision that left law enforcement with a barrage of questions. How could such a catastrophic event be so precisely executed? The investigation quickly turned to the people behind the wheel. Jennifer Hart's actions, clouded by an alcohol level 3 times the legal limit, suggest a calculated willingness to push beyond safety's bounds. Yet, another question arises: what role did Sarah Hart play? Was she a silent partner in this act, or merely a bystander in the tragedy she made? The very fact that the children, some found high doses of diphenhydramine in their system, did not resist raises further alarms. Were they rendered passive by a cocktail of drugs, unable to summon the strength to fight for survival? Or was there something else at work? Each new detail tightens the noose around an already desperate mystery. The timeline for the family's abrupt departure on March 23rd discovered the wreckage of the in those critical final hours, every moment seemed to count down to the first incident. The absence of skid marks and braking signals was simply unbelievable. Plunge into the unknown with no turning back. As theories abound, the case forces us to confront uncomfortable possibilities. Was Jennifer acting alone, driven by a personal crisis too overwhelming to bear? Or did Sarah share in this fatal resolve, their paths intertwined in a shared, harrowing decision? And what of the children? Did they comprehend the gravity of the moment, or were they caught in a situation where resistance was stripped away before they even realized the danger? We present this account based on verified police reports and autopsy records. The details are hard to hear, and the questions remain even harder to answer. With each unanswered query, the true story of that final road trip grows ever more complex. And as we continue to piece together this heartbreaking puzzle, one question persists: what led a family, once seen as a beacon of hope, to the edge of oblivion? Stay with us, as we uncover every fact and every theory in our ongoing search for truth in a case that refuses to let go of its darkest secrets. Viewer discretion is advised. In the wake of that horrifying plunge, the echoes of the Hart tragedy have left communities reeling and institutions under scrutiny. Former foster parents have come forward with stories of warnings unheeded, a pattern of neglect that left children trapped in homes where help never arrived. They recall desperate attempts to alert authorities, only to be met with red tape and indifference. Neighbors, too, speak with quiet resolve of their efforts to intervene. Some remembered seeing worried looks on familiar faces, whispers of concern that hinted at a deeper problem. One resident recalled watching a child stand alone in a yard, eyes wide with unspoken fear, while officials passed by without notice. These accounts paint a picture of a system failing its most vulnerable, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Child Protective Services, tasked with system has sparked a call for change that cannot be ignored. Stay with us as we continue to follow every new lead in this unfolding true crime story, where every unanswered question is a reminder that sometimes, the worst tragedies are the ones that could have been prevented. Reflecting on the horror, every piece of evidence tells a grim tale. This was murder, not an accident. Autopsy reports reveal Jennifer was over the legal limit by 3 times, and several of the children had dangerous levels of diphenhydramine. The SUV left no room for hesitation. It was driven off the cliff at full speed, with no attempts to brake or change course. This leaves us with a piercing question. In those final moments, did the children grasp the reality of what was unfolding? Were they aware of the irreversible step being taken, or was their fate sealed by substances that